So, in the previous video, we talked about setting up VS Code, and in this video, we'll be talking about data types in JavaScript. In JavaScript, there are two categories of data types, which are the primitive types and the non-primitive types. Primitive types, think of them as single values, which are independent and self-contained. They are immutable, that is, they can be changed once they're created. They are stored by value, that is, they are copied completely when they are assigned. When we say a primitive type is immutable, this means the value can't be changed once they are created. Imagine this block of code where we declare a variable called age. Now, we haven't talked much about variables, as we'll be talking about them soon in another video. So we declare a variable called age, which has a value of 30. Then another variable is set to age, so making age have the same value as 30. Now, we'll declare age and change the value to 31. Now, console.log new age. This particular line of code, console.log, is just to print out the result. Once this print out the value of new age, it will still print out the previous value of 30, which was set for age itself. But later on in the code block, we've changed the value of age to 31. So this shows that primitive types are immutable. They are stored the value. This means that this line of code here, when we assign the value of age to new age, it's completely assigning this value of age and copies it. It creates a copy of this value. Note that this variable new age is dependent on the value of age down the code. But once we assign the value of new age to this here, we are just creating an exact copy. Non-primitive types are data types that are mutable. They are stored by reference. They are compared by reference. They are copied by reference. Then they eat memory. The comparison between two arrays, we haven't discussed much about arrays, which we'll do in a later video. The comparison between, though they are looking as you are comparing the same thing, but though it will return false because it's referencing a memory. So where this particular data is stored will be different from where this data is stored in the memory. The mutability of non-primitive types is this. I declare a variable which is an object thing A, which is an object that has a property of score of 90, and that thing B is equals to team A. And when we do team B dot score is equals to 100, and you console log team A dot score, the value of team A dot score will also be 100. That is, they are referencing, because that is, they reference the same object in memory. So this is memory reference and not variable reference, like no value reference. They are pointing to the same memory. So that's why the value of team A dot score will also have the same value of as declared by team B dot score. So since both variables are pointing to the same memory reference. For primitive types, we have cell, which are string, number, boolean, undefined, null, big int, symbol. And for non-primitive types, we have objects, array, functions, and dates. So these are the common examples of primitive and non-primitive types. So that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one where we start talking about variables.